When Iron Chef Michael Simon goes to battle in Kitchen Stadium, he's armed with state-of-the-art equipment. But this is no Kitchen Stadium.
Welcome to The Rock.
Michael's on Alcatraz, making thousands of hors d'oeuvres and a 3-course meal for VIPs.
We want them to feel what the prisoners went through, just with really high-end food.
He may be an Iron Chef.
Pay attention to me, Lo!
But on this mission, he's the one taking orders.
You'll only have one chance to make it back to the island.
Walking out the door, 4:15.
You're gonna have to grab that menu.
You're behind about 10 minutes.
Can Michael do the time?
I missed one boat today, I'm not missing 2.
Or will he be stuck between the rock and a hard place?
No one gets out alive.
I'm Michael Simon. I'm an Iron Chef, a graduate of the Culinary Institute of America, the owner of 2 successful restaurants. But what I'm about to do next may be the toughest thing I've ever done. It just might be dinner impossible. It's 6 a.m. I'm on the dock in San Francisco, and if this boat goes where I think it goes, we're in for a punishing day.
I love this stuff, guys. They wake us up at 5:30, it's about 40 degrees, and we're going to Alcatraz, probably doing prison food for 1,000.
Whatever the mission today, I'm glad my chefs, Johnny and David, got my back.
I can't imagine that you think they have a functioning kitchen there?
Probably not. Probably the impossible part.
Heading towards Alcatraz in the cold and the fog is freaking me out.
Just gives me the creeps, man.
Alcatraz certainly doesn't look like a dining destination, so I can't imagine why I'm here.
Morning, Michael. Welcome to The Rock. We're gonna take you right up the hill, right this way.
All right, you're gonna let us go though, right?
Well, depends on how good you cook today.
Ranger Rich is with the National Park Service. He has spent years on Alcatraz and knows all of its secrets.
For 29 years, this was America's toughest prison, and now you're gonna face one of your toughest challenges. I have some people I'd like you to meet. This is Amy Brees and Trina Davis.
Michael, in 12 hours, Alcatraz will be the site of exclusive dinner for 125 guests. We'll have to make 1,000 hors d'oeuvres and a 3-course meal.
I learned this is an exclusive event. Alcatraz is a national park, so it takes big bucks to have an event here, and they have a lot of rules.
You will not be allowed on this island to be preparing or cooking food from 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m.
If I'm not cooking here, where are we gonna cook?
You're going to be cooking in San Francisco.
Let me get this straight. I have to get off the island, sail across the bay, drive halfway across San Francisco, just so I could get to a kitchen and cook?
You'll only have one chance to make it back to the island, a 5:40 boat leaving Pier 33.
If I miss that boat, I won't make it back to the island and I'll fail.
We at Cooper Industries expect and provide only the best. This dinner has to go perfect.
I'd like to show you where we're gonna have tonight's event.
All
Follow
right.
me.
Chop, chop.
Welcome to The Rock. The inmates arriving here again, the average stay was about 10 years.
10 years? I haven't even been here 10 minutes and I want to get out of here.
23 hours a day in these cells.
Oh my God.
Food, clothing, shelter, and medical attention is all that you got here on Alcatraz. Everything else was a privilege, including the privilege of working in the kitchen and helping prep the food.
Rich says I've already earned a privilege. He's got some help for me.
I'd like to introduce you to Stephen from Melon's Catering. He's your go-to point person for everything.
Nice to see you.
The good news is Steven has catered events here before, and he's going to lend me his kitchen in San Francisco. The bad news is...
Let me show you your dining room.
All right.
what Steven's about to show me is the most bizarre part of the day.
Welcome to the Alcatraz shower room.
The shower room?
It just doesn't sound right.
We're serving a high-class meal in the shower room of Alcatraz? I just can't believe they're holding a dinner here.
Your dining room.
Very nice.
Steven assures me by the time it's decorated, this room will look amazing. I've got all the pieces to the puzzle. Now I can finally start planning my menu. I have to come up with high-end dishes that not only taste good, but also travel well. First, I have to come up with some snappy hors d'oeuvres.
Rietta duck confit in the crostini. Let's do a beef tartare. We'll do seared tuna. Love to do like little blinis.
What about some vegetable hors d'oeuvres?
I don't like people that like vegetables. I'm just kidding. Well, actually, I'm not, but
Hey man, I'm all about the pork. I just don't get why you'd want a vegetable unless you wrap it in bacon. But I guess that's why they call this a challenge.
how about if we do some great, like, wild mushroom crostini with some point-raised blue cheese?
Michael, sorry to interrupt, but I mentioned time is your enemy. You've missed the 9 o'clock boat now. You've got the 9:20. You're gonna have to grab that menu and finish it on the boat.
Fair enough.
Or we're gonna have a real tough time getting you back in time.
All right.
I've already missed the first boat, and the next boat is about to dock.
This boat is gonna load in about 2 minutes. Come on, Gay.
Gotta catch the boat.
If I don't get off this island now, I'll never have enough time to cook tonight's meal. We made it, but this is no pleasure cruise. I've got to finish my menu by the time we reach the dock.
What do you guys think? Entrees, braised short ribs, wild salmon with fava. Then for the vegetarian, we're gonna do risotto. We're docking up, so we need to think of a dessert quick. Let's make a Napoleon with lemon curd, fresh strawberries, and phyllo.
Time to get off the boat or
All
we're
right.
going back to Alcatraz.
All right, let's go. Twice in one day is plenty.
We're finally heading to our kitchen.
Just remember, 540 is your only
I
chance.
know,
Don't miss
I
the
know.
boat.
But it won't matter how good my food is.
Here's our sweet van.
If I miss that 5:40 boat back to Alcatraz, I failed my mission. It's a 30-minute drive to our San Francisco kitchen.
Welcome to Melon's Catering.
Melon's Catering is well stocked. They seem to have everything I need, and it's a good thing, because I do not have any time to shop. We've lost hours of cooking time, and the clock is still ticking.
Hors d'oeuvres, all of your entrees and your dessert need to be walking out the door 4:15. You should pack anything that you think you need to cook with.
Man, this mission is tougher than I thought.
It's a long swim to the store.
I've only got one chance to get this right. I'm in a kitchen in San Francisco making a 3-course meal with 1,000 hors d'oeuvres, but I'll be serving all of it on Alcatraz Island.
The hugest challenge today is to get it transported from one kitchen to another kitchen. So we really had to think out the menu. We had to be done with the menu by 3:45 so we could get it packed by 4:15 and it's on the road.
We need to make sure all of our food and all of our supplies get on that 5:40 boat back to Alcatraz, or I have failed my mission.
Now be gentle. I mean, I've never cooked before, okay? Short of microwaving.
My plan is to cook things in stages, starting with our long cook items and one of our 5 hors d'oeuvres, seared yellowfin tuna.
I'm cutting the tuna and I'm just gonna sear all the sides.
To add amazing flavor,
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
I'm gonna roll this tuna in a medley of spices.
Coriander, cumin, a little bit of fennel. We really gotta blow them away today because this is.
I'm getting a little skittish, but I have to keep my cool and get these spices toasted.
Toast spices as you need them, grind them as you need them, and you're really gonna get the full impact of the flavor. It's all about the flavor, baby.
The tuna is a perfect example of what we're up against today. I can roll it in the toasted spices and flash fry it now, but that's it. If I slice the tuna into individual hors d'oeuvres, it'll dry out. So I have to wait until we're back on Alcatraz to finish it.
Braising the short ribs typically takes 24 hours, but you gotta have it on the boat.
The short ribs and duck confit need a long cooking process, so we've got to get them moving.
Braising is a technique where you sear a meat and then you cook it covered with a liquid.
While Johnny is searing the short ribs for one of the entrees,
We just put some nice color on them.
David is doing the same thing with the duck legs for our hors d'oeuvres.
Once you caramelize that meat and you get all that flavor, you deglaze the pan with some wine. He's gonna put in his vegetables. We'll get that liquid up to a simmer, wrap it, stick it in the oven, cook it till the very end. How do you think we're doing? Are we gonna miss more boats today?
Oh, I
We
don't know.
missed
I'm getting
one.
a little nervous, I must admit.
I hate to admit it, but I'm nervous too. We only have one hors d'oeuvre started. At this rate, that 5:40 boat is gonna sail without us. It's time to call my Ranger reinforcements to help with our asparagus hors d'oeuvre.
Rich, I'm gonna get you peeling this asparagus. We're gonna leave the top part. You're just gonna take off down to the white.
This was very much a job that the inmates would do for the Alcatraz kitchen. The dining room was considered the most dangerous area of Alcatraz.
Less talk, more cut.
Rich can't really help himself. He's a walking encyclopedia of Alcatraz history, including one of its most infamous prisoners.
You and the Birdman are almost brothers.
We both have that Cro-Magnon look.
And the man was so dangerous that they had to build a special cell for him.
If you don't start peeling that asparagus faster, you're gonna have to build another one of those cells.
After the peeled asparagus is blanched,
Bring this asparagus back by Johnny.
Okay.
it'll be wrapped in thin slices of beef carpaccio. To make this hors d'oeuvre extra savory, we're gonna add a spicy horseradish, herb, and egg mixture, then roll it up into a bit of tasty goodness.
So this is great. Look, we got all kinds of great flavors wrapped around asparagus. That's good.
If we're gonna get 1,000 hors d'oeuvres done this quickly, I need all hands on deck.
You want to talk to me about mushrooms?
Just get them clean, slice them up.
I've got Johnny working on wild mushroom ragu. The mushroom ragu is a topping, and I'm making the perfect base.
I have a couple loaves of brioche. We're gonna cut this into little rings and then toast it off.
For our final hors d'oeuvre, David is going to shred the braised duck and add some great flavor.
You have fresh orange zest, fresh cilantro, sambal, a chili paste.
All we can do now is hope these hors d'oeuvres make it across the bay so we can finish assembling them on the rock.
Michael,
Yes, sir.
I wanted to introduce you to Ann Lyons,
Hi,
president
Ann.
of Mel's Catering.
How are you?
I've been trying to stay out your way,
Thank you very much.
but I'm just giving you the heads up. Who on your crew is going to go with the first run?
Oh, we have to send somebody.
Well, kind of be good.
Between the ferries and the freeways, too much of this day is out of my control. It's time to lay down the law.
No, we have no wiggle there
I'm not sending anyone early.
because we got to get out of here in such a quick manner.
But Ann's not through with me yet.
Did you get the message that the client added on stationary hors d'oeuvres?
No.
Is she kidding me?
I got the table organized, but I'm sorry you didn't get that information.
I don't know how I'm gonna finish this mission on time.
Anything else that I need to?
Not unless this rings.
I'm in San Francisco, but it's no treat. I'm racing to catch the last boat back to Alcatraz to serve a VIP dinner. I've just been told they need extra hors d'oeuvres. I have nowhere near enough. This is gonna jeopardize my entire mission. I'm racking my brain, but all I can think of is that last boat sailing without me. Then it hits me.
We're gonna add an hors d'oeuvre, guys. We're adding an hors d'oeuvre. They have dates, they have almonds, and he has house-cured pancetta.
Once again, pork saves the day.
Hey, Rich, it's really great. Dates are super sweet. You got a great texture from the almond, and then a saltiness from the pancetta. See? You're cooking.
Yeah.
Once we crisp the pancetta in the oven, this sweet and salty hors d'oeuvre will rock the jailhouse.
All right, you guys, it is 2:15.
That means I've got 2 hours before we have to be on the road to catch our boat to Alcatraz, and I haven't even started 2 of my 3 main entrees. For the vegetarians, I'm making a risotto.
To me, nothing would be worse than going to a restaurant, ordering a vegetarian meal, and just getting some grilled vegetables. So we're trying to put a little bit of creativity into it, big, heavy impact flavors. Oh, man, it'd be better with bacon in here, I'll tell you that.
I can still make this dish killer by adding one of the most luxurious ingredients on the planet, the black truffle.
If you can't put bacon in there, you just grate about $200 of black truffles. 10, 20, 30, $40, $60, $80. Go budget, yeah.
Now that the risotto is a priceless dish, I know the perfect way to serve it.
I was thinking, Rich, is there any way that we could, you know, in the gift shop, they sold those little cups